Yeah, I know what you're saying there. Clyde, no more swearing on the channel. I don't earn any revenue. I don't know if you know this, Clyde. I'm not a charity here. I'm doing this for my living. This is my job. So, Clyde, no more swearing.
But now I realized I initially came on the channel and I was one of the biggest proponents about you not swearing. I realize that. On the other hand, I do kind of miss the swearing. But is it possible that, why don't you have, you know, two content tiers? Here's a thought.
Yes.
Maybe if people want to watch review, they can have, you know, new Coke, new Archie, sanitized, clean Jim Gaffigan Archie for the normal price. Maybe you could charge more money for classic Archie with the swearing.
Yes, that sounds like, how much should I charge then? 50
I don't
bucks?
know.
50 US.
Yeah,
50,
because
50 US. That sounds like a great idea there. 50 US. So there you go, guys. The swearing is really hurting me. If I swear in a video, I don't get any money. I'm just putting a watch on. I'm going to put my Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon on.
Now, what words will cause you to be demonetized?
Well, any of the major swear words, you know, that's basically it. I mean, I think you can get away with once, but look, let's not push it. I'm trying to earn a living here, guys. You understand? I'm trying to earn a living. This is my job, so I got to be careful, guys. I'm just putting on my Omega, which has got the Moose Strap Company NATO. It's a beautiful NATO. So, Clyde, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do enjoy these interviews. I don't know if you saw yesterday, I had Ariel Adams had a really long interview with me.
I did. Well, it's actually on the channel this morning, but I had to go to my job, and I did not get much peace, so I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet.
Yes. It was, I got to be honest with you, he's a really nice guy. I mean, he is the #1 YouTube channel. He's a serious... I'm really pleased that he takes the time to even talk to me. So look, it's a great compliment. I do something different. It's kind of funny. I'm envious of him. He's envious of me that I have so much freedom. I'm envious of him that Rolex pays for him to go to Switzerland and escorts him around the factory. They would never do that with me, of course. Not with my preaching, buying used and discounting, and they don't like that sort of stuff. But anyhow, look, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Clive, today we're going to get straight into it.
Okay.
Straight into the this question here. Now this is quite an angry punter. He says to me, "What watch should I buy from 2,000 to 3,000 Aussie dollars?" So that's about 1,500 to 2,500 US. So I'm going to broaden that. What watch should he buy from 1,500 US to 3,000 US dollars? Don't tell me they're all shitters and I should save more. That's a effing cop-out. Do a review within the constraints. Tar pat. Fair enough. Let's look. The customer... There is a price point where I would have to say, look, you really do need to save a bit more. But I want to talk about the super bargain watches that are semi-decent. Now,
and what was the price range again?
1,500 to 2.5. Well, 1,500 to 3,000. Okay, US. So I got to tell you, in all honesty, there, that is a difficult price range because you're getting a lot of crap. As I said yesterday, I think you mentioned, Clyde, you mentioned the Zodiac. You said, is this Zodiac a shitter or it's a non-shitter? It uses a Valjoux 7750. That's the movement that's used in things like IWC chronographs. They're used in Who else uses it? Breitling uses that. So many makers. Hamilton uses it. And I said the difference is the good brands, they're a little bit shy about using it, whereas these crappy brands, they put it as a selling point. I don't know if you remember, General Motors used to use front-wheel drive as a selling point. They say, our cars are front-wheel drive. Well, hang on a minute, General Motors. I'm sorry to say this to you. The world went front-wheel drive, not because it's better, because it's cheaper to manufacture, because the engine and the steering is all in the front. You don't need a big you don't need a drivetrain through the middle of the car. So there are certain conditions where front-wheel drives are better, like you've got more traction on the front wheels, but to be honest with you, it's a known fact that rear-wheel drive is better. Okay, this is just the reality that it is. Now, I drive a front-wheel drive car. It doesn't really matter to me, but you can't bullshit me. Clive, what would you say? You are a bargain shopper. Tell me what you think. What brands, what watches, what vintage would you be looking at?
Well, possibly. And this is probably more of a Christian question.
Yes. I've been trying to reach out to him. He's in a different time zone. I would like to get him on there to discuss it. But you tell me what you think. I'm gonna jump on as you're talking. I'm just jumping onto the Chrono 24, and let's have a sticky beak, okay? Let's have a look. So I'm gonna share my screen with you, the audience. Share screen.
See, it's going to be tough to find Rolex. About the only Rolex you could find is like an older, Oyster Perpetual, which are fairly small. Maybe a Date, also small.
Oh, look, I really don't think Rolex is okay. There we go. You can see my okay. So let's have you can see that okay, can't you? You know what I reckon? Let's have a look at Tudor.
Yeah, actually, that one from the review on there yesterday at the Blue Dial was a cracker for $1,000.
So let's search by low to high.
Yeah, I think at Tudor, in my area on Craigslist, there's a Tudor Black Bay box and papers for $2,100.
We're getting a lot of ladies' Tudors are coming up. Yep. I'm just trying to see if I can narrow the search for men's. Let's just keep going. We'll go into the different. So I'm just having a look here. See, Tudor men's. Let's have a look. We've got some. Look at this. We've got a Tudor Prince Oyster Date quartz. Okay, a little bit small, but that's $1,000.
Right. Where's this guy located?
I think he's in Australia because he's asking me in 2,000 to 3,000 Aussie dollars. So.
Ooh,
I think
okay.
But just having a look at Chrono 24 here, we're starting to see, look, there's some two-tone Tudors. This is like look at this, $1,200. That's US, 1,200. Let's have a look. Where is some? I mean, some of these are pretty damn ugly. Here we go. We're getting into the, look at this here. This is in Hong Kong. This is a newer, this is $1,300. Look at this. That's on a bracelet. There's even a cheaper one in the Netherlands on
That's a lady.
Strap. That's a lady. Sorry, it is too. That is a lady's one. Okay. Yep. Okay. Keep. Let's just go a little bit. See, look, there are watches.
Actually, and then for the purposes of this search, you want to avoid ladies and boys.
Yes. That's exactly it. Let's have a look here. Gender. Here we go. We can make it men's. There we go. I could just make that men's. Okay. Sorry, I'm just changing. That's a show results. Okay. Here we go. We can't really do anything about boy size. See, that search wasn't so cool. Didn't really. I think it only knocks it out. Okay, but look, the other brand I want to talk about, which is really great bang per buck,
Omega.
Actually, let's look at Breitling first, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Like Breitling. Let's have a look. We're going to look at the Colts. The Colts are going. Okay, so here we go. Breitling, low to high. What is that? Oh, they're featured. That's what it is. That's what it is. They're featured. Okay. Looking at this here, the ones at the top are the featured ones, but geez, they got some really ugly Breitlings. You know that? You know something, Clyde? I just realized something. You know when you actually start at the bottom of the barrel, right?
Right.
It's not a good place. There's a lot of crud. Look at these are so ugly. I've never seen these ugly. Look at this.
Well,
these are 37 mil quartz.
But the thing even holds true for Rolex, though, because when you start looking at bottom of the barrel Rolex, you're looking at stuff with white gold hands and silver dials, gold hands and champagne dials, low contrast, washed out. Actually, the bottom of the barrel Rolex, and a lot of times there's not real. There can be no bargains there.
Tell you what, let's use the sliding scale here, okay? Let's look at this. So we're going to look. Okay, look at this. Show result. Let's see what we get here. Okie dokie. Here we go, Clyde. Because the real bottom feeder stuff was pretty damn cruddy. But look at this here. For 15, he's taught that 1,500 US. That's 2,000 Aussie. Look, you get a Super Ocean on a bracelet. Okay, it's not the latest model. You can get a Chronospace. That's a quartz. Chronospace is quartz, but it's still quite a cool watch.
Right.
Look at this nice Colt. That's got a nice blue. It's very similar to the Super Ocean in styling, but it's cool. I don't think that's. There's even a look at this. Even a 1945 vintage chronograph. Look at that. I thought that would have been a lot more valuable than that. I suppose
from the Swiss.
Probably dials a bit down, but it still looks. That's a nice vintage. Chronomats. You're getting into chronomat territory here. That's a very solid workhorse. Chronomat's a very solid workhorse. I don't think these are bad. These aren't bad at all. Look at these. I think these are pretty damn good value. What do you reckon, Clive? I mean, they're not my first pick. I wouldn't aspire to buy this sort of stuff. But he's setting a very stringent. What was the other brand you mentioned there, Clyde? What was the other brand you said?
Omega.
Yes. Let's have a look. So we'll just go into Omega. And I'll just adjust the price. So we'll make that. Let's have a look here, Clyde. We're going to adjust it. And let's have a look at the results. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Now, the first line is actually their featured. That's why they come up. Actually, quite a lot of featured.
Well, okay, let's go into
look at this. Look at this, Clive. Look, there's hundreds of pages here. Look, even
E-Lady, I got it. Well, how about now? Keep in mind, we're talking about. I went to that site you're talking about, where you got your Breguet. What's it called? E-Lady Boy or something?
Yes, E-Lady. This is the Japanese site. Japanese.
Now I noticed they also had the Omega. Automatic Speedmaster, and I guess the reduced, they had those for like $1,300 to $1,500.
Yes, they do. So let's have a look. Men's watches. There we go. Just bringing it up on the screen.
Price.
Now have a look at this here, Clyde. Look at this. They've also got 1,500. Look. Oyster Perpetual 1500 reference. So it's a plastic non-quicksand. $1,700. I know it's not the greatest watch. It's a little bit small, but
no,
that's not the end of the world. It's a Rolex.
Well, it's a Rolex, but it's a low contrast style. I mean,
I got to tell you, this look at this Tag Heuer Carrera. I mean,
No, but go back. Okay,
sorry. I just wanted to say to you, I'm not a huge tag fan, you know that. But look at this. This is a 2003 Tag Heuer Carrera chronograph. Now look at that. That's not a terrible watch. It's just got a Valjoux movement in it. But so what? Look at this. This is 1,700. Okay, that's US dollars. So a little over 2,000 Aussie. Box papers. It's on a strap. I don't think that's terrible. The condition is rank A, so it's got it's a very nice condition piece.
All right,
What do you think of that?
Back.
I'll just go back.
Not bad. Yeah, go back.
Because that's a more modern look. Yes.
However, Datejust steel white dial 1601 for 1899. That's what caught my eye up there. Move your cursor straight to the right.
Yeah, I can see it there. That's with the white gold bezel. It looks
now
like.
Now this would be the one that
It's got a bit of a hairline crack there. Look at that. I don't want to.
True.
That could just be a hair as well. That may not be a crack. Right. Yeah, but still, the point. Look. It's not a super minty piece. There's a little bit of stretch there too, but it's an original Rolex, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's stainless steel. It's got the white dial. I mean, the kids ought to be going nuts over that.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest Datejust I've seen. I grant you, white gold. Yeah, white gold bezel. It is the white gold. Look, it's not the greatest Datejust I've seen, but it's also not the worst. Actually, I don't. Is there a crack there? I don't know. Look,
I don't see it, but it's also within the price point as well, and it's not a washed out dial. That I don't. Okay, guys, back me up on the boards. Okay, everyone who goes with the Pontiff, say fist once. Everyone who goes with me, say fist twice.
Now I got to tell you.
Now and look there, and look at all the Speedmaster automatics.
Look, I was going to say to you, look at this. I reckon bang per buck. Okay, let's just have a look at what I actually look at this here. We'll just pick this one here, 1389, so under 2,000. Look at this. This is a Speedmaster automatic, used but very good condition. Look, it's on a bracelet. Look at that, nice bracelet.
Now hold it. Go down a little bit.
Yeah.
Go down. No, okay. Now you notice right up there to the right, it actually has the wrist size of the bracelet?
Yes.
Okay.
Could be a little short, 15.5 centimeters. That's a little short, right? But you could easily get links for that there. The links aren't going to be, Omega links aren't the end of the world. And the thing is, too, you can put it on a strap.
I bet you can find other ones. I don't think they're all 6.1 inches. They have to have one or two fat folks in Japan. I caught myself that time.
16.51. Look, it may be a little bit. It may be a little bit. Look, you may have to buy some links. But what I'm saying is, this is a great Omega for not a lot of cash. It's not a lot of cash, and okay, it's not the Speedmaster Man on the Moon. I grant you that. Let's just have a look here. Let's just going to have a look what other interesting things they've got. Different dials. Look at this. There's a Seamaster automatic. Look, they were big money pieces. Yep. These are kind of out of these are some quartz ones here. That's a little bit. You're going to save a lot if you go quartz. Look, I really think, Clive, there are some. Look, here's a
Cartier.
Clive, look at this. A Breguet. Look at this. Actually, that's big money. Sorry, that is big money.
What's the wrist size? 7.67. Oh, it's a bracelet.
It's a strap.
Right.
Strap. Yeah, no worries there, Clive. Look, I got to tell you, they got a Patek here. Look at that. They got a Patek.
How much did yours cost?
I think it was about 3.5, but it had the bracelet, a short bracelet.
Midget bracelet.
I think I'd.
The cock-a-doodle-doo bracelet.
Yeah. Yeah. Clive, I got to tell you, in all honesty, there are some amazing pieces that you can pick up for that sort of money. So what do you reckon? Would you be going Tudor? I reckon you could look at Tudor. You could look at Omega. You could look at Breitling. But as you said, there's even some Rolexes. If it's a little bit, if you're prepared not to be so fussy, there are even some Rolexes. What do you think, Clive?
Oh, absolutely. I think there's plenty. I mean, and I think, and if you're willing, if you don't have to have hoterology, I think there's plenty of classic pieces out there. Well, and like I said, I know you're talking breathing death on the Zodiac, but it does have a value movement, and you could get that for probably $1,000 real dollars.
Yeah, no, that's Clive. That is, you're doing a disservice, because me and you both know that's crap. You're much better off to buy a second-hand Breitling or a Tudor than a Zodiac is unsellable.
Well, or an Omega Speedmaster, or an Omega Constellation.
Clive, that's bad advice. You can't push people into Zodiacs. That's
okay. Well, an Omega Constellation, for instance.
And it's ugly. Not only is it a crappy brand, it's also ugly as sin. You know, you can only have one. It could either be ugly but a cool brand, or it can be a crappy brand but really cool. You can't have both things, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, besides, the Inmanure is not in that price range anyway.
That's it. Exactly. So, Clive, I think we've answered the question there, haven't we? We've given him some choices.
And like I said, there are plenty of Omega dress pieces or casual pieces. Constellations all day long for less money than that.
I didn't mind that tag Carrera. That Carrera really, that was kind of a cool chronograph.
Well, and for some reason, you know, around here there's a large Vietnamese community, and the Asian guys love the dress Omegas because it's bang for buck. Yeah.
Wow. They are definitely bang per buck. Clive, that's been a great show there. Let's wrap that up. Let's do another one, okay? You ready for another one?
I think I am.
You are ready for another show?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I will send you the form.